The Jesuit Refugee Service sponsored a special Mass on November the 9th to honor its founder, Father Pedro Arrupe. Our current General, Father Adolfo Nicolas, presided at the Mass in the Church of Gesu in Rome to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the birth of Father Arrupe, who served as Superior General of the Jesuits during and after the Second Vatican Council.
O Spirito Santo, che dal grembo battesimale della Chiesa ci hai fatto rinascere come nuove creature.
Lecture de la première lettre de Saint Paul apôtre aux Corinthiens.
Acqua e fuoco, tutti e due in una persona come Arrupe. Una persona che sa rinfrescare, però sa bruciare anche.
In his homily on the Gospel of the day, John's account of Jesus driving moneylenders from the Temple of Jerusalem, Father General Nicholas emphasized that the true temple of the Lord, His house, the place where the Spirit lives, is inside us, in our hearts, in our lives. When Father Arrupe first confronted the tragic reality of the boat people fleeing Vietnam, he felt that the temple of the Lord had been abandoned and forgotten. The homily ended with a brief portrait of Father Arrupe as a man with a great heart. This heart gave birth to the Jesuit Refugee Service, which today continues to serve people throughout the world who, for whatever reason, are forced to abandon their homeland for a precarious life on the margins.
Jesus, our Lord and brother, listen to our humble prayer. Here we are, your friends, your brothers and sisters, traveling companions of your refugees. We remember today another of your friends who spent his life seeking your face, your servant Pedro Arrupe, a fire that kindled many fires. It was he who taught us that you love to hide yourself precisely in those places where humanity's incredible and most spontaneous beauty is denied. True humanity and the essence of his truth are not on sale in our city centers, but in poor neighborhoods abandoned in their misery, in refugee camps, in corners of the world where people suffer and are oppressed or excluded. This is where we can meet you and rediscover our own hearts. It is when we come to the edge, to the border of what is human, that we discover the center, your center and our center. Your paths are not our paths. Your ways of acting are not like ours. Jesus, our brother and friend, open the eyes of our hearts so that we may learn to look for you where you really are, waiting and calling for our attention. May we never pass by without giving you the smile you need. May we never pass by as if you didn't exist, or were invisible in the fine streets of our city. May we never come to believe that you have less right than we do to live and enjoy. May we rediscover in you, foreigner, immigrant, refugee, anyone who is somehow different, the humanity we are always on the verge of losing. Like many of the refugees, our brothers and sisters, you had to leave your hometown in order to be born, to leave your country to survive, to hide yourself, to elude the hostile scrutiny of the authorities, to suffer total abandonment on the cross. All around us, we meet hundreds of our brothers and sisters who have faced and are still facing such experiences. They can help us to understand you and to see your face anew, this time with African, Slavonic, Asian features different from our own. Jesus, our brother, change our way of looking at and feeling about our neighbors. May we not just say, what a pity, how terrible, when we hear their stories. May we see you in these stories and feel in our hearts, Jesus lived like this. We are not meeting marginalized people, but you. And in this meeting, help us to be reborn with a new humanity.
Amen.
Amen. Benediciamo il Signore.
Prendiamo grazia